Hi guys, Benjamin Watts here. Now I have a question for you. What if you could travel back in time and partner with your younger self to save the world? Well, that's what Netflix's The Adam Project is all about. Adam Reed, played by the Ryan Reynolds, embarks on an unlikely quest along with the 12-year-old boy he once was in an unforgettable adventure all about what's really worth fighting for. From the team that brought you last year's video game-inspired blockbuster hit, Free Guy, welcome to IGN FanFest, director Shawn Levy and the Ryan Reynolds.
Very nice. I see you read my rider about those rolled R's.
I also love that you read Ryan's rider, that you can only address him as the Ryan Reynolds. So I'm glad you read that memo too.
Let's start this off right. Now, Free Guy and The Adam Project, look, they seem like, at least release-wise, they're almost shot back-to-back. So clearly, you both like working with each other. So let's get a bit of a love fest. What's the best thing about working together? Ryan, I'm going to start with you.
Well, working with Shawn does not suck. I'll say that. He makes me better at what I do. I feel like there's an immense amount of trust. The movies I've done with Shawn, I've been lucky enough to co-produce with him, and we just sort of have this very weird but very fortunate kind of incredible mind share. It's just been a really beautiful experience, and hopefully we get to do as many movies as the entertainment industry allows us to do together from this point forward. It's pretty special.
Oh, wow, Shawn. Now you have to come up with some really nice words for Ryan. I hope you're ready.
Yeah.
I know. The pressure is crippling. The truth is, our mutual friend Hugh Jackman had long told us that if we ever made a movie together, Ryan and I would never stop. And it was kind of this thing where we shared a creative sensibility, but we also love to work really, really hard, and we like to go home. I would add that we've both been in this business long enough to know a good thing when we stumble on it. And so we are definitely, we're looking to keep repeating it because we know how good it is, and we want to keep telling different kinds of stories.
Well, you've definitely stumbled onto a good thing, and your latest good thing, we're here to talk about The Adam Project. And if you haven't seen anything about The Adam Project, let's take a look at the teaser trailer right now.
What's going on, honey? It's the third time you've been suspended for fighting.
I know, you'd think I'd be better at it by now.
I don't understand you.
Dad would.
I miss him too, you know. But son, you need to think about your future. Because it's coming. Sooner than you think.
Whoa. I don't think we should be out here. Who's there?
Take it easy.
Ah!
Or, fall down and scream.
You knew how to get in my dad's garage. You knew how to close the fridge. We have the same scar.
Right here.
And you're wearing my dad's watch.
This watch.
It's for me. Holy shit.
That's classified. But yes. I once was. Where are you going? Time travel exists. This world, our world, everything has already been changed. That's why we're gonna put the genie back in the bottle. Adam? Dad.
Dad. That was awesome.
Okay, grab onto that railing, hold on for dear life, and try not to pass out from the G's, okay?
Hey, what's a G?
So there you have it, a time travel adventure. Now, let's start off. There are so many movies about time travel, and each movie in the movie sphere has their own time travel rules. But it looks like the Adam Project actually kind of throws many of those rules out the window in a way. Shawn, can you explain what are the actual time travel rules in this story?
Well, I'll start by saying that Ryan and I are not time travel genre wonks. So the goal was to make a time travel movie that felt really grounded and foregrounded character and fun and adventure and heart, and didn't get too mired in the rules. To the extent that there are rules that I couldn't eliminate, basically a person doesn't have their memories reconciled, i.e. they don't remember something that has happened to them until they get back to what we in this movie call their fixed time. Grown-up Ryan doesn't remember having gone back until and if and unless he's able to get back to his fixed time, which is the time period that he belongs in. We try to get the rules out of the way so that people can just enjoy the ride and have a visceral experience rather than a cerebral experience.
Now, it's also like, it's a huge like spectacle and the action and everything. And as you were saying, like it is, you do focus on a very emotional and heartfelt story. What is it about finding that balance that you can tell such an engaging story?
You know, I tend to look more at like movies as feelings. You know, I think to a certain extent, Free Guy was meant to genuinely bring a feeling of joy. That doesn't mean it's not subversive or, you know, it doesn't do things or zig when you were expecting them to zag. But, you know, not unlike that, I feel like the Adam Project is also, it's a lot about a feeling of warmth. I think the sort of instrument with which we deliver that warmth is nostalgia, and so many of the movies that both Shawn and I were weaned on, you know, with this kind of Amblin sensibility, so much of that love and appreciation has been infused into the Adam Project. So it's really, for us, it's more about a feeling than anything else.
Shawn, you were quoted as saying this movie features sick-ass tech, and we really see that in this fight scene. What's it like coming up with like your own kind of like original gadgets for a kind of future world? What's that like, that creative process?
It's really daunting because it's, on the one hand, anything goes. At the same time, we've all seen a lot of time travel movies. And so coming up with designs that don't feel generic, you haven't seen in other movies, that really was a challenge that was exciting to Ryan and I. And one of the ideas, it's so weird where ideas, you know, kind of originate early on, almost like at least 6 months before we shot the movie, we're looking at how many time soldiers Zoe and Ryan's character kill. And yet we want to be very much kind of all audience PG-13 movie. And it was Ryan who came up with the idea of, well, wait, what if we just make up a rule? And our rule is that if you die out of your fixed time, you just have this molecular smear, what Ryan called digital Skittles. And that eliminates blood, gore, flesh, body parts. So suddenly making up a time travel rule, which we're allowed to do, freed us up to do all kinds of action that probably would have been too gory if we were actually doing literal deaths. So just the freedom of writing the rules was very, very fun.
Now, taking from that point, I want to see an exclusive look at the film. Let's take a look at the clip between older Adam and younger Adam figuring out what the heck is going on.
You to stay in the garage.
Let some creepy dude just wander around my house alone?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, believe me, I don't want to be here any more than you want me here. I just gotta stop bleeding long enough. Gotta dress the wound, prevent a nasty infection, and I will be on my merry way. Don't touch that.
I was just looking.
Don't touch my stuff.
Is this a lightsaber?
No, it's not a lightsaber. No, enough with the bat already, all right? If I wanted to hurt you, I'd have done it already, because if I'm being perfectly honest with myself, you have a very punchable face.
Oh my God!
That bullet went straight through. That's good. Pass.
Wait. Bullet? You were shot?
Yeah, no, actually, no. I was stabbed with a bullet. What do you think, you moron?
I'm the moron. You're the one who was shot.
Okay, that's it. That's weird. It farts when I cough.
Gross.
Super gross. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna grab some stuff. Stay cool. You can trust me.
That's easy for you to say. I'm the one who ends up in a therapist's office telling them about where the bad man touched me.
Oh, God, that's where you go? Immediately? You are dark, man.
Who even are you?
That is classified.
Why are you here?
Also classified.
Are you in the Air Force?
When I say classified, what does your brain hear? Chocolate?
What's with the lightsaber?
It's not a lightsaber. Jesus Christ, Adam, I need you to play it cool. I know that playing it cool isn't really your thing, never has been, and...
Wait, how do you know my name?
You're Adam Reed, born February 10th, 2010. Your parents are Ellie and Lewis Reed. Lewis would have died about a year ago. You don't play any sports because of an acute asthmatic condition. Plus, you're freakishly small for a 12-year-old. You go to Franklin Middle School, where you've been suspended 2, maybe 3 times for fighting, which is ironic because you can't fight to save your life. Zip it!
How do you know my dog's name?
Because I named him. Where are you going? Oh, God. All right. Here. Ready? Deep breath. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Everybody gets a trophy.
When I was 7, I ran into a table on the patio. I got 12 stitches.
Right here.
You knew how to get into my dad's garage. You knew how to close the fridge. You knew how to time my breathing. We have the same scar. And you're wearing my dad's watch. This watch.
This watch.
You're me. Holy shit.
That's classified. But yes, I once was.
So that was the scene where I genuinely fell in love with this film, especially around, there's the part where you cough and the wound farts. I mean, that just sold me on the rest of it. But Ryan, younger Adam is played by Walker Scobel, and I want to know, what was it like working with him? Did you find yourself being kind of a mentor to him?
Well, for starters, nobody should listen to a word I say, but I did find that I did find that I was, to a certain extent, shepherding. This is his first role. He's never done anything, which is insane to think of when you see the performance he gives in this movie. It's mind-boggling. But mostly I was kind of protective of him because, there's a long, storied and scary history of kids in show business. It's a very, very tough business. It places unnecessary and unrealistic expectations on young people. And so I just really wanted to make sure that this whole experience for him was fun and light. He was allowed to be a kid, but he still understood that there's a big responsibility, what he's got going on here, that he has to know his stuff and be ready. And he just ticked every box. And also, chemistry is something that you can't really invent. It's either there or it isn't, but it's certainly buoyed when you genuinely like each other. And I adore that kid. He's a very good kid.
And it is remarkable, as you say, like this is like his first major role. And I mean, don't be jealous, but he is very much a scene stealer. He is very good in that. But there are a lot of very good people in this film, and I want to just quickly touch on this with you, Shawn. Does the Adam Project, is that kind of a spiritual successor, sequel, if you will, kind of the cinematic universe of 13 going on 30? I mean, you do pair Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo together again, very much a relationship. I was making the ties very quickly.
I think we all were. And Ryan and I had spoken to Mark. The idea is that Mark was going to play Ryan's dad. And then we were thinking about who would be perfect to play this mother character, which required some humor and some weight and tremendous warmth. And Jen just seemed perfect. And I have to admit, I didn't make the 13 going on 30 connection when I first came up with the idea of Jen in the movie. But as soon as I thought about it, I realized, oh, wow, that's a duo that is in cinematic history. So having them back together on set, the clear affection and chemistry between the two of them, like with Ryan and Walker, I can't direct chemistry. I can direct a better performance, and then I can edit an even better performance, but you can't really fake chemistry. And what Ruffalo and Jen Garner have is so special and is so tied to that beloved movie. I feel very lucky to be the one reuniting them on screen.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us here at IGN FanFest. And you out there will be able to see The Adam Project exclusively on Netflix this March 11.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.